Man, can y'all imagine being married for 15 years and then finding out that you sterile and that the three kids you've been raising are not your kids? Man, this is what this video details all about. So let's get into it.
Doctor walks in and tells me I'm in good health, but I'm sterile. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm sterile. I got 3 kids. I don't make no damn sense to me. I don't understand. I'm sterile. I don't know. It blows my mind. You know, I got 3 kids. One's 15, one's 12, one's 7. So I'm like, I don't understand that. So anyway, I go home and I just start thinking, it's got to be my kids. Yeah. But I started thinking about the fact that every time we watch like those ancestry.com commercials, they come on and my wife kind of always turns the channel. I'm like, why you always turn it? I notice you always turn the channel. She's like, those are stupid.
That should have been the first red flag right there. The moment like you try to like look at those like those type of channels and she kind of like shine away, that should have been like the first red flag.
They don't even work. And I'm like, anyway, I started really thinking, I'm like, if I'm sterile, and the doctor said I've always been sterile. It's not like something that it's always been genetically since I was born.
He know the truth. He know them not his kids.
I started thinking, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get these kids tested. You know, I really didn't want to. I wanted to believe that my wife wouldn't do this to me, but I have to get my kids tested. So I secretly get a little sample of all of them. I go to the damn the ancestry.com place or whatever, and anyway, get them tested. Then I think about this. My wife got a birthday coming up. We got to throw this big birthday bash. We already even planned on it. So, basically I got the whole birthday bash planned. And then basically what happens is I get all of our families there, birthday bash. I get the popular mixologist in town. Chief of police comes because he
outed her. He outed her. He want that whole family and everybody to know that she a scum. She raggedy.
Yeah, it works with my wife sometimes at our company. So chief police, this whole big thing, because I want to make a big splash. It's her birthday, you see? So what ends up happening at a certain point, we bring the big birthday cake out. You know those big birthday cakes you see on the movies? Got one of those big ones. And then I had a woman come out and she hold up the sign that said, "You lying bee." And it blew everyone's mind. It blew her mind. What is this about? What is this about? And I was like, you know what? Know what this is about? It's about the fact that this mixologist is his son. Hey, let meet your daddy right here. I straight up had to tell him, this is your dad. Chief police, hey, this is your... So 15-year-old mixologist, that's his daddy. Chief police, 12-year-old, that's his daddy. And
I don't know if I would have made it to the party with that type of information. I'm sorry, but the moment I find out, I'm letting you know how it is, and I'm dipping. I'm not staying around.
I mean, I was hurt. I mean, I was so hurt. I decided I just had to sleep in my car, man. I couldn't be in this house. I couldn't be around her. Just all these lies. I mean, I've been raising these kids for 15 years. There's no way they're mine. They're not. I'm sterile. Like, so basically, I just, I'm in my car, sleeping in my car, going to work, doing the normal thing I do. And I just was, running into different issues and felt the need that I needed to go. I really needed to go back to church. I just really wanted to do that. And was getting some good, like the preacher and a lot of different people giving me some good advice and some good guidance, kind of helping me to understand that, it's not the kids' fault. You've been there for the kids, what I mean? And, then I start finding out there's some problems. Kids are having problems in school because their dad's not there. They're used to having their dad for 15 years.
That preacher kept him there. That preacher should have been telling him, nah, man, you need to leave. 15 years? Come on, that's time you'll never get back. Just imagine all the resources that he put into them kids and didn't even know it. It'd be different if she was upfront and honest with him and he decided to do that. She ain't been, nah, not me.
I haven't been there, so I start going back, being there for my kids and everything like that or whatever. But I have to let her know. I'm like, I don't know if we can work this out. I don't know. I mean, possibly, but I'm here for my kids. I'm going to try to be here for my kids because I feel like it's the right thing to do. It's what God wants me to do, you know, and I think it's the best thing to do. So that's what I decided to do. Later on, and find out because I didn't have a 7-year-old.
Hell know his worth. Hell know his worth. That's what that is. They ain't got nothing to do with God. Nah, he'll know his worth.
We didn't know who his dad was. So basically, after a certain amount of time with the Ancestry.com, like other people will get tested and everything like that or whatever. And then I got an alert from an email alert. And I'm like, really? So we kind of find out that it's just NBA Hall of Famers. I'm like, I was tripping. I'm like, this can't be the case. I go and ask her. I'm like, who's his dad? She's like, yes, that's his. I'm like, because my son, I mean, man, my son, he can ball. I mean, he can ball. And I ain't got no athletic skills, you know. But, yeah, I mean, the thing is, me and my wife are still trying to work things out.
What's so crazy about all of this, if we had to be honest, she was going to continue that lie. She was going to keep that up and never tell him. If it wasn't for the fact that he went on a hunch and actually explored that kind of feeling he was having, she would have never told him. Y'all think about it. That's so sad. And when you look at him the whole time, like he's talking to the camera, you can tell this man is hurting. He's hurting bad. Let's go ahead and finish the video.
I moved back in, but I'm not in the same room. You know, luckily we have multiple rooms. I'm there for my kids, even though they're not my kids, but they are my kids. I mean, I'm there for my kids. I'm the only father they know. So I've been doing the best that I can with this whole situation.
One thing
I feel bad for him, you know. All we can do is pray for the man, but yeah, man, it's stuff like that just make me not even want to have kids. Like, if I'm being honest, like, you just never know who you dealing with. You could be the happiest man in the world, and the whole time your woman out here doing you dirty.